back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So Miami's offense will go on the attack first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
And that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him because how you treat...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Could not make his way to the corner. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that...
Makes the grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught over the middle. It's Fletcher. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
With the catch, it's Fletcher. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now, this guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Grabs it in the middle.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Inside the 30. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Going with the counter play here. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. From the red zone, it's Fletcher. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Hurricanes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing, Mensah. Makes the grab on the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. The give. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Complete out of the backfield. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Steve Angelic grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Hurricane! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Trying to move them on the counter. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
From the gun on 3rd down, Steve Angelic. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Syracuse will send out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Mensah. Catch in the middle, it's Lofton. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this...
Caught, and he's got room. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running inside, it's Pringle. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. First quarter in the books. Let's see what kind of numbers these two wide receivers are putting up. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The Hurricanes will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Here's Mensah to throw. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Got the quick completion. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Got it in the middle. It's Clement. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Finds the tight end down the gut. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Off the RPO, complete. Knocked off his feet.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Finds his man. It's Weaver. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Syracuse operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Angeli on the play action. He'll take a deep shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Again, it's Angeli. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last. Catch inside the 30 and still ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. The short hands. It's Lofton. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They just keep firing. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Offense in a bunch formation. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Right on the money. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. We're not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on third and goal from the 2? Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him?
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. This is a designed run. Showing off the arms.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Well, the defense is waking up, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Mensah fires complete on the crosser. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Going long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Finding some room. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snags it, and there's running room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First down here for the offense. Mensah. Got it in the middle. It's Jacobs. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Here's a heat. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on second and short. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field after giving up that score. Now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Here's Mensah to throw. Looking down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. This one's complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the Auburn Tigers. Boston College coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten. Now back to your game at Hard Rock Stadium. What can you say about this playmaking receiver that's not abundantly clear? More than 100 yards in the first half. He's totally taken over this game. His team has the lead, and he's improving his draft stock as we speak. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, I checked in with the Orange head coach at halftime. They have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak, but right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the third quarter with some more momentum, and he said, we can't worry about the win streak, we just have to worry about doing our job. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
They'll send the back in motion. And Jelly. Nice grab in traffic. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And Jelly from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Syracuse will be forced to punt. All the way back to the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Right down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Got him. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Hurricanes have this offense rolling. Gonna look downfield again. Caught behind the line. It's Pringle. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there. And the offense found no success with the backward-going pass. How about a forward pass on second and long? Throwing, Mensah. Pulls it in, it's Pringle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? To the ground to try to move the chains. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David.
And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
Here they come on 2nd and 3 from the 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Makes a grab and room to run. They get him out of bounds and maybe save a score. He gets it to the 49-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Throwing Angeli. Makes the catch. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Miller. At the 35, he's open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Offense gets set for second down. The give out of the gun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Under fire. And they got him. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Miami, 34. Syracuse, 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. Guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game. And the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Clock stops for just a moment. There is a member of the Syracuse Orange who is shaken up. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Mensah. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Canes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in, looking for space. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Steve Angeli. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Steve Angeli. They're working that left side. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
It's 3rd and 5. Handoff to the single running back. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Here's the pressure. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And now on second down for this offense. The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Angeli. Fakes to grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Syracuse comes to the line on first and goal. From the gun, bringing the heat, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Takes the easy throw in the flat. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
It's third and goal and third and long. Motion from the back. Angeli from the gun on third down. Floats it out in space. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions, got to go for it on fourth down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter fourth down, but this offense has got to stay fast-paced and got to make some explosive plays.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Fourth down, Angeli. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Could be an alley. Gets it up to the 26-yard line. They keep it on the ground, and that paid off.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a first and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Tight end now in motion. Here's Mensah to throw. They've got the screen set up. At the 40, there he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's got it again. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that 3rd down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll pitch it. Maybe some room here. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Going to the run, it's Fletcher. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Finds him out of the backfield, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the counter play. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Throwing Angelic. Flips it out in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, we want